What's going on, everybody? Hopefully you guys are doing good since the last time you watched my video. Might have been maybe 20 minutes ago. But you know me, I love doing vlogs, whether it's, just something short or, because some of them, a couple of my vlogs are, 2 or 3 minutes. Um, anyways, today I want to talk to you about my guide dog and uh, how it changed my life and what really drove me to wanting a guide dog. Okay. Um, Now, obviously, everybody has their own opinion about guide dogs. Some people that are visually impaired or completely blind, choose not to have a guide dog, and that's fine. No judgment on my end. So, for that said, look at this, guys. I switched my cup. It's the big cup. All right, so that's really good. By the way, when I drink coffee, I don't like it just straight black. I don't know how anybody drinks their coffee with nothing in it. Secondly, worst case scenario, I drink it with milk and sugar. But my favorite is actually the flavored creamer that you buy, the cold, the creamer you keep cold. Vanilla, and they got different ones. One of them's seasonal, which is like a pumpkin or something. That's really good. But anyways, I'm not going to get off topic here. Um, I'm going to roughly guess about 10 years ago, around in there. Um, it was when I decided to get a guide dog. Because at that point, before having my guide dog, I wasn't using a cane like I should have been. And I was depending on my ex to do everything when we was out and about. Like I had to hold on to her shoulder, hold on to her well, I didn't really like the elbow thing. I never liked that. And I know that instructors would say, well, the proper way to lead someone that's blind is let them grab your elbow, and it probably is, but I, I always broke that rule. I always just grabbed onto her shoulder or whatever. I never grabbed the elbow, but I got tired of that. Like in the store, we'd be walking, and I'd get ran into stuff. I'd bump into shelves. I'd bump into racks, and um, I got, I got tired of it. I wanted to be more dependent. I wanted to be able to do things on my own. If I wouldn't have had a guide dog, I'd have been lost. And actually, I probably would have never went to Vancouver, Washington, or any other place. It was because of me having a guide dog why I got to do that stuff. And, of course, why, I can still do that. But anyway, so there was there's a school, not was, there still is, Pilot Dog. Free advertisement for Pilot Dogs. There you go. Thumbs up, baby. Uh, Pilot Dogs in Ohio. I went there. I did my app online. I was like, well, I'm gonna do my app. I thought, man, this is gonna be a forever long process. And I did my app, and then Steve from Pilot Dog, he contacted me like a week later. He said, hey, I'm gonna come up and see you, and we'll take a walk. I thought, wow, this is great. So he came up, and I lived in a little bitty, like, I don't even know why it's called a town. Which I guess I can tell you that town because I don't live there anymore. But it was, gosh, what was the name? I can't even remember the name of that little, oh my gosh. Anyway, I can't remember the name. It was right out of Bowling Green, Ohio. And the town was so small, guys. It didn't even have there was no store. There was no gas station. The only thing it had was just a little post office. That's it. They called that a town. Or like a ghost town. I mean, you pass it up by a blink of an eye. Anyway, he came up, and we took a walk. And we talked. And, he asked me, he said, why do you want a guide dog? what is your main reason? And I said, to be independent. And that was my main reason, was, being able to do things on my own and not have to, depend on somebody else to do it for me or to get me around out in public. Uh, Obviously, that falls under, you need to be in an area where your dog can work and all that stuff. Need to have plenty of sidewalks. Um, Guide dogs can walk you down the side of streets and stuff without sidewalks, but it's a much more challenging task. I will say that it's not as easy. Definitely not as easy. Because the dog just always wants to move out a little bit away from the side of the road. On the sidewalk, they know where to go. They know where to stop. They know where you could potentially hurt yourself or fall or trip. They know to stop you at curbs, at the end of sidewalks to cross. They know to stop you at red lights so that you can cross the intersections and all that. Now, let me add though that even though the guide dog does all that, you still got to have mobility. You still got to know when it's the right time to cross at an intersection. A lot of sighted people think that the guide dog calls the light for you, like, okay, it's green, let's go. That's not the way it works. You got to learn how traffic works at the lights. You got to know by the sound of traffic whenever it's your turn to cross with the traffic. It's not like, you get to the light and your dog's like, all right, okay, he looks up at the light like, yeah, that's red, because first of all, dogs are colorblind. They don't know that color no more than what the blind person does, right? So you gotta you gotta have mobility, and so and I had to have so many hours mobility to be able to go to the school to begin with, but it's a great independence. It's a great a privilege to be able to have a dog and just go wherever you want, when you want. Right now, if I wanted to get up and go uptown, I get up and I harness my dog and I go uptown. Maybe on their video, because I don't have it with me right now, but I'll show you guys what the harness looks like. I'll show you what she looks like in harness, just in case nobody's never seen a guide dog, with, geared up, ready to work, But that's why, guys, I wanted to be able to do things on my own. I just got sick and tired of not being able to do things and do it by myself. And the downfall about using a cane compared to having a dog, at the cane, you're tapping, going down the sidewalk, and if you hit a crack, the tip of the cane gets stuck, and it jabs you, and it jabs you good, right in the gut. And that's never any fun. So that's one of the reasons I never hardly ever used my cane when I was out walking. Hardly ever did I. And the thumbnail there you saw, that's the picture of my guide dog. She's beautiful. And she's so smart, guys. She is so smart. There's many times that me and her travel and walk. I mean, we've got, she's got a lot of miles under her harness, that's for sure. A lot of miles. Walking back and forth from school when I was in college out in Vancouver, just walking in general with my sister, because we walk all the time, me, her, and her boyfriend, because them two love to walk. So we walked all the time. But yeah, so she changed my life. I got, I'm finally able to do things without worrying about having to, man, will someone take me here or take me there, So, speaking of my guide dog, she's over here. Come. She's worried about the birds. Sit. Hey. Sit. Well, I'm going to try to show you if she'll stay still. Stay. There she is. There you go. She's a great dog. My best friend, honestly. Some people don't look at dogs as being what they are, and I'm going to tell you something. Dogs are very, very intelligent. They're very intelligent. You know, like if I'm in a blah mood, my dog knows it. She knows it. Don't you think about it. Come. Down. 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 Stay. Good girl. Good job. And it's also all about how you treat your dog. And how you take care of them. You know, you always gotta you gotta praise them for, you know, doing good. Anytime my dog walks me across the street, I tell her good job every time, and give her a little bit of a, you know, a pat on the head. Not really a pat, but a kind of rub. I don't pat because, I mean, who, you know, you wouldn't want someone coming up to you and patting you on the head. Dogs actually don't like that. I don't know if you guys knew that or not. Dogs, they don't really like being pat on the head. They'd rather be, you know, pet, not pat. So, anyways, changed my life completely, guys. And I don't ever regret having a guide dog. And you know, having a guide dog comes a big responsibility. The vet bills and, you know, bathing them and brushing them and doing all this stuff. But it's worth it. Totally worth it. And I'm just going to throw something else out there real quick. You know, there's people that have opinions about every guide dog school around the United States. And I'm here to tell you that every one of them have rumors. Every one of them have rumors that, oh, that school is no good. It's a rumor. No more than that. Just a rumor. Every school does their job. And every school has good guide dogs. What the problem is, people get home with their guide dogs, they don't do what they should, and then they go back because the guide dog, oh, well, my guide dog is not doing what it should. Do what you should with your guide dog, and your guide dog will do what it should. Simple as that. Straight up, simple as that. I hear people talk all the time about Pilot. There is nothing wrong with Pilot. My instructor that I had, the few times that I went there, she is one of the best instructors that I've ever met in my life. Matter of fact, there's a video. I'll have to find it and share it because I know they won't care. She's on video. My instructor's on video. Her name's Bonnie, and she is one of the best people I've ever seen work with dogs. She knows, like, guys, she really knows how to work with these dogs. She really knows what they're thinking. I mean, I'm not saying like she knows, I don't know, it's hard to explain, but she's really good. Thumbs up to you, Bonnie, if you ever watch this. And, great woman. I love her to death. I do. I think about that woman all the time. Great woman. I was always glad when I went there and she was there. I'm like, yeah, got my old instructor, because there was an incident. If you guys want to know about that, about my other two guide dogs that I had to let go, I'd be glad to tell that story, but that's for another time, another video. But yeah, that's why, guys, I got the guide dog because it was, you know, something that I wanted. I wanted my life to change. I wanted to be able to be independent. I got tired of, like I said, I don't want to depend on nobody. I mean, I don't mind if someone's like, hey, you know, you want to go in the store, and, you know, maybe my dog, you know, she's not feeling good or something. You know, okay, I'm going to leave her home. She's not feeling good. So, yeah, okay, today I'll grab onto your arm or whatever. That's fine, because that's 1 in a million, right? So, yeah. But I'm very, you know, I care a lot about dogs in general. I've seen both sides of the fence with people that's been good to dogs and people that's been bad to dogs. And one thing I can't stand is seeing a dog being abused or mistreated or not fed, because they don't deserve that. If you can't take care of your dog, you shouldn't have it. If you can't feed your dog, you shouldn't have it. If you're going to be mean to your dog or kick your dog, you shouldn't have it. Matter of fact, you should be sitting in jail, because I think it's ridiculous. Nobody should abuse an animal, you know. That's a very serious thing with me. So I knew someone that had a guide dog. They got it from Michigan. They took their guide dog home. Didn't work it after that. Moved out and left their guide dog with their parents. It's wrong, and it's taking away a dog from somebody that could use it. So there you guys go. There's my guide dog story for you. Like, share, subscribe. Come on, guys. We can do this. We can do this. We're at 78. I'm kind of worried. I really want to reach 100. It's been hard getting there, but I'm still confident that we can do it. So, like, share, subscribe, and hopefully you guys enjoyed the story today. And I'm sure I'll be back again later. See how my daughter's doctor visit went. So, we'll be back with that later. I was going to go, but, well, I ended up not going. So, anyways, I love you guys, man. You got to be sure to do that like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you soon.